I can help you. I am Boba Fett.
I was a fan before being Boba Fett. Then the action figure I brought with me from England to America was Boba Fett. The original one that I painted and bastardized and stuck a pin in and a proper little antenna on the head and everything. I was working at ILM. I was working on a movie called Casper at the time. My desk was a shrine to Boba Fett. I had a Boba Fett model on it, Boba Fett pictures on the wall. Everyone knew I was a Boba Fett fan. Thinking back, I traced it back to one chance encounter that happened in London. I was working in the commercial industry, making adverts, and my boss's son-in-law turned up to the studio. And, oh, this is my son-in-law, this is Guy Hudson. Oh, hi Guy Hudson, pleased to meet you. And that was it. A chance encounter, over. Then I get offered a job at Lucasfilm, and I turn up there and I'm playing pinball on their pinball machine, the Jurassic Park pinball machine. And Guy Hudson, this guy I met like 6 months ago, is standing there. And he's like, oh, you're working here? I'm like, how did I not know you worked for ILM? And so he and I became friends. He said, I have to take you down to the archives. I'm friends with Don Bees, and you're a complete squid head. That was his word for a Star Wars geek. I am a squid head, you know, I'm a Boba Fett squid head. So I went to the archives, I met Don Bees, and all I wanted to see was the Boba Fett costume. That's all. I had an old camera. I wanted to take pictures of it. I have pictures of the suit just like scattered on the table. I had to put the helmet on. It was like Cinderella and the slipper in a male form, I guess. I said to him, I said, how come there's so many? He goes, there's 7 costumes. There's 7 because of, you know, if something falls off, if something breaks, the stuntmen are gonna knock something off. There's 7 costumes that we have for Boba Fett. And so they're all slightly different, obviously, slightly different paint job, but there's 7. And I guess the multiple places like Smithsonian or other places, they only had that one there, and they kind of threw a costume together, became an amalgamation of the Jedi and Empire costumes kind of mixed together, like a hybrid. Just before the re-releases, just before the shooting of all these extra scenes, they were promoting the movies and getting the hype back, and then inviting all the license holders to come up to Lucas Ranch so they could, you know, get, wow, look, Star Wars still is alive. Still is alive and we can make money. So I was at this summit, they called it, to you know, dress up and promote Star Wars. And this is Don Bees. He goes, well, come down to the archives, try on the flight suit. If you don't fit the flight suit, you can't do the shoot, period. You know, so don't build your hopes up. Come down to the archives, put the flight suit on. If it works out, then good to go. And luckily, you know, because I know Don Bees, got to be Boba Fett. But the rule was, when you walked around, you had to act like a Disneyland character. You couldn't speak. And I was like, I want to do that as you wish. I can do both of them. No, you can't speak. I got approached by these guys. They're from Kenner. They said, look at that guy over there. He's the president of Kenner. Oh man, this is my idol, my other idol. We want you to go over there and manhandle him and like arrest him. And so when I went over there and manhandled him, it was a big joke. And they said, before you go, we messed up the figure. Can we just get the helmet right? We messed up the action figure helmet. We had to mold the antenna into the helmet. Oh, sure. I couldn't say sure, whatever. Stood there, and they all ripped open their cigarette boxes or whatever they had around and started like doodling and drawing and from every side. And so I was really anxious to see this figure that had been corrected, only to find out it was the power of the Force super buff Boba Fett that went along with the super buff C-3PO and the super buff Luke Skywalker. Damn it! So I did that summit, and then next thing I know, I heard they needed somebody to do the blue screen shoot. And I can't say, because he did at the time said, don't say I sent this to you, but they're doing a blue screen shoot, you should send an email to Tom Kennedy. And so I did, and I said, I fit the costume, my name's Mark Austin, I work down in Casper Land, and you know, I'll do it if you want. Oh, who sent you? Who told you about this? Oh shit, nobody. Okay, well, good to know. And that was it for 2 weeks. Damn it, I was that close. And then 2 weeks later, then I got. So you're still interested? The shoot for the extra scene happened on a Thursday. It was Thursday, November 4th, 1994. First shot, I just had to walk into frame and stop and look like a badass. They walked me over to the blue screen and they showed me a mark on the floor, a piece of tape. This is your start mark. You walk to here and you stop. And you have to be looking over here at this piece of tape, which is Harrison Ford's eye line. So I had to do all this, looking at this, looking at that, looking at my eye line, hold the gun to one side. It's really awkward. He wanted this silhouette on the Blastech EE3 rifle, which was a weird, it wasn't comfortable to walk. I know I had to walk like Boba Fett. I mean, I've watched Jeremy walk Boba Fett and I even studied for it. But holding the gun at this weird angle was so weird, it messed up my walk. But we did it all morning, back and forth. And the reason it took so long is because they didn't have any camera details. They didn't have any lens for the camera. They didn't have any information about the height of the camera, the distance to the actors. All that stuff got lost. It was a lot of walking, and they were, dissolving between what they were looking at and the original footage until they got it right. And then it was a case of doing maybe like 5 takes of walking this short distance. This was just the first shot. Then the whole afternoon was taken up with the other shot where I walked into frame and had to check out, make sure those good guys weren't around, and then exit. My visor's looking this way and my eyes are like craned around. I was like, why'd you look in the camera? I didn't look in the camera, I was looking around. I guess we wrapped about 5 in the afternoon. And by that time I had red lines in my wrist from 8 hours of the gauntlets. The big question that comes up is why are the shoulder pads swapped? And to be honest, on the day, when I was getting dressed, I never even noticed it. Just putting the armor on is enough to make you, that's all you care about. It's like, I can't describe it. Only a Boba Fett fan would get this much pleasure putting Boba Fett armor on. But then when I was dressed and I was doing the rehearsals, I did notice at one point that how come the skull's on this side? And of course I got my armor on this side, the right side, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. They said. I felt, because I'm a Boba Fett fan, that this is like a really important detail, and I knew if they went ahead and they shot this, I knew that someone was going to see it like immediately and question it. But everyone else on the shoot didn't give a crap. They were there. Everyone was there. The lights were there. The blue screen was there. It would be too much hassle. It would take too much time to change it. Just do it. Who am I? I'm a lowly animator. Just because I'm a fan doesn't mean I have any say over how production works, unfortunately. But that's how it came about. It was the wrong side. It should have been this side. It was that side.